So we are going to go into rapid fire for the most frequently asked title questions that we get throughout the year, all the time. So Ryan, who typically pays for title in California?
Okay, the seller, the buyer, or the borrower. So if you're listing your property, you're going to be paying the owner's policy. If you're buying a property, you're paying for the lender's policy or the concurrent policy. And if you're doing a refinance or you're restructuring debt on a building or something, the borrower's paying for that title policy.
So typically it's all kind of set on who pays it, but it's all negotiable, right? So if that buyer really, really wants that property, they can offer to pay for the seller's insurance, for the seller's title insurance. Number 2, can liens be cleared after escrow? Or open, sorry.
Yes. After you open escrow, actually the clock's ticking on clearing any liens or any encumbrances or any clouds on the title report. We actually have to clear those liens in order to issue a clean bill of health on title to the incoming buyer or the new lender that's refinancing the property. We say to them, okay, us, Ticor Title, we hereby clear this title to be clear. And that's what we ensure, is that those sins of the seller or those previous liens will never come up to a boiling point again for the new borrower or the new buyer.
So with those kind of liens, how long does it take to get that cleared?
I wish I knew, but it depends on what you're dealing with. If you can get a hold of the solar company, if you can get a hold of the private beneficiary, how the communication level is for those lien holders that you're communicating with. Sometimes it's the IRS, sometimes it's the Superior Court that you're dealing with. So it speaks to how quickly we open the title on whatever we're listing or refinancing. So the minute you know you're taking the listing and you have ink on the contract, or you have gotten the green light from the borrower for the refi, we can get the title going, which buys us time, which is the critical element.
Well, he just answered my last question that I had for him of when should a listing agent get that preliminary report started?
As soon as we know we have a deal, you guys, it just allows us to open the hood, pull the wires out, and see what we're going to have to navigate through in order to get to that point of clear title. And a lot of it can be some ugly, time-consuming stuff like back taxes, child support liens, any kind of a judgment that was in the court of the law that they recorded against the APN. We got to clear that stuff up before we can hand over clean bill of health, the title to the incoming buyer.
So as soon as you get ink on that contract, that's when you want to open the preliminary report. On our team, though, we are always active and always helping our agents before they're going into that listing appointment to make sure we kind of know what's already on that chain of title, and do a grantor grantee search to make sure that nothing's going to be on their social. That, I would say, are our top questions that we get asked